welcome to my latest YouTube adventure. You may be wondering why I'm doing this introduction from inside a car instead of outside in the woods someplace. Well, there's a good reason for that. Doing a little road trip today. Just almost there right now. Headed to Fort Custer State Recreation Area. I'm going to do overnight winter camping. Been really geeked up all week long to get out here and spend 24 hours straight in the outdoors in wintertime. So it's a really beautiful day today. It's almost 50 degrees, so I'm actually wishing it was going to be a little bit colder. I think it'll still be kind of cold tonight in the tent, but it's wishing it might be a little bit more colder and winter-like, but hey, we're out here, so get ready. Who knows what we'll do and what we'll see and what we'll find while we're out in the woods and trails at Fort Custer. But you might be wondering why I chose to drive 2 hours, 120 miles all the way from Milford to Battle Creek to go to Fort Custer. Fort Custer is one of the only state recreation area state parks in Michigan that offers winter camping, and I'd like to have an opportunity to test out my winter camping skills and all my gear at a place where I can do some car camping. That way I can haul a lot more stuff with me and just feel a little bit more secure about the whole thing. So this gives me an opportunity here to just see how my tent works in the winter time, see if I'm going to be warm enough at night, and just do a little practice run here. Well, here it is, home for the night. Looks pretty rustic, doesn't it? Well, here's my site. Looks like this is going to be a little bit of work. Picnic table's got 8 inches of snow on it. Fire pit is buried. Electric service is way over there. Trying to figure out where the heck I should put my tent here. I think right back here might be a good pitch. Have to stomp down the snow a little bit. Got a nice little berm here to shield me from whatever I need shielding from. Maybe I'll have to chop a little passageway through there. Well, I better get busy. Well, I thought about putting my tent right here where they've plowed, but this is a low spot, and all the snow is melting right now and it's thawing, and the water is running into here, so I decided to go with the original plan. Back up over the other side of this berm here, right back in this area, and I've been here with my snowshoes on, tromping down the snow where I'm going to set my tent. If anyone's watching me, I probably look like an idiot. There are a few other campers. There's a campsite right over there. Can't see them, but there's 1 or 2 more up this way. They've only plowed out a dozen or so campsites here. So you could probably camp anywhere you wanted to, but you just wouldn't have anywhere to park your car. Well, get back to it. I think I'll tramp a path over to my fire pit too. Is anyone getting dizzy yet? Almost. I think when I edit this, I'll add in some circus music. Got my clown shoes on and everything. Well, here's the progress so far. Got my tent up. And you can see the tarp here I'm going to use to jury rig a kind of vestibule on the front of this tent. I can stow my gear out in the vestibule, keep my boots out there tonight so they don't get a lot of snow in the tent. Gonna try to avoid going in and out of the tent, because the more times you go in and out, the more snow you're going to track in there, and you just don't want that moisture in your tent. You can see that yellow material there is some of that plastic vapor barrier. It's permeable. They use it to wrap houses with new construction. I put some of that over my over the end vents on this tent. You can see it there covering the screen. But I left that open at the top there in the hopes that that would provide enough ventilation that the condensation at night will rise up out of that vent and not collect inside the tent. That's the big if here. I'm kind of hoping that those covers over the screens weren't a mistake. But we'll find out tonight, and we'll know better next time. Well, there it is, my little hooch in the woods. Hooch in the woods in the snow. You can see my little vestibule that I sort of cobbled onto the front of my tent here. I don't know how good it's going to work. It didn't exactly work out the way I planned it. Maybe a new tent's in the works, I don't know. You can see it's held on with binder clips here. One of the things you want to make sure you have in your winter shelter if you're pitching a tent is insulation from the snow, because this tent is pitched directly on the snow, and you're going to lose a lot of heat from your body through the floor of your tent if you don't insulate it properly. So what I've got here is a space blanket, reflective foil coated space blanket, and you want the reflective side up to reflect your body heat back up towards you. And I'm going to supplement this with a blanket, an old car blanket I got here. Add another little layer of insulation underneath me. I folded it over twice, right where it's going to be under my torso when I'm sleeping. So that should give some extra help. And another thing I've got are these windshield sunshades. It's another layer of reflective insulation that'll serve to reflect body heat back up. I have two of those actually. And then I have an inflatable air mattress that's going to go on top of that. So I'm hoping all that's going to be sufficient to keep me from losing too much body heat out through my backside tonight. So winter survival necessity number one is accomplished. Well, you can see what was formerly sunny skies has clouded over now. And I'm sure that wind blowing, picking up here tonight. So we're going to have a real test of winter survival here. And now that I'm looking, probably pitched the pet tent in the worst place I could have, because this tree is full of dead branches, and if that wind blows tonight, oh boy. And that's the #1 rule of choosing a tent site too, is watch out for widowmakers. Oh, here we are approaching our lovely bathroom facilities. No heated commodes in there. Only one. Well, Fort Custer is one of my favorite campgrounds. I've been coming here for 4 or 5 years now. Try to get out every autumn out here to camp. Mountain biking. The mountain bike trails here are awesome. They're tremendous. Lots of variety and different terrain, different conditions. Some really good hill climbs. And this campground is just, there's over 200 sites here. It's always packed in the summertime, but it's a really nice campground because the sites are spread out and you're not shoulder to shoulder with other campers in here. Even though the campground may be full, you can still have a somewhat private experience. And in the wintertime, there's nobody here, so it's gonna be super quiet tonight. This is campsite 127 I'm camped on. I've stayed in this site before in the autumn. Nice thing about this site is that right alongside it is the access road that takes you to all the mountain biking trails. So I've camped on this site and the one on the other side over there where that Jeep is parked. 2 separate years, 2 separate sites. Easy in, easy out, right off the mountain bike trail to your campsite. Here's the load of firewood I brought with me. Busted up a couple of pallets, shipping pallets from work, and hauled them in the back of my car here. They've been clattering and rattling over Michigan's bumpy roads all the way here. I'm gonna get us a fire going now. We're gonna try to do this the Boy Scout way. Instead of using a lighter, I brought some dry grass for tinder, some wood shavings, some pine wood shavings, and I have my flint sparker here. Tried to start a fire. It's not rubbing 2 sticks together, but it's the next best thing. Throws a pretty good spark. And if I can get the spark to land in this, I got a piece of cotton soaked in Vaseline here. That'll catch right away. So, got a couple different methods here. Probably be a good idea if I didn't have my back to the camera. Also got some cattail fuzz in here. Some grass tops. What else is in here? think I got some like milkweed tassels too, someplace. Hey, we'll try this. Look at that. First catch. That is easier than a Bic lighter. Got some nice dry pine wood here for kindling. And of course, always, I'm on the smoky side of the fire. This cheap pine has an amazing aroma when it burns. Boy, it's almost like incense. We'll get some bigger pieces on there and we'll have us a nice roaring fire going here in a minute. Oh, I don't know if there's such a thing as a snowfly. I just saw an insect when I went over to my car to get the firewood. There was a fly, some kind of insect buzzing around the tailgate of my car. It probably got up to 46, 47 degrees here today with some sunshine. So that must be all it takes to bring that fly out of hibernation. He'll be in for a cold night though. Let's go get some more wood. Well, I hope my fire doesn't put itself out. I've already melted quite a leak in the bottom of this fire pit here. Could be a bit of a problem to keep this fire going. Might have to let it burn down and then shovel out some of the crap and start over. Well, I just looked at my clock and it's almost 5:30 here. I probably got at most an hour of good light left. The sun's going down almost 7 o'clock now at night, so I probably got about an hour of light left here. I think I'll tend the fire a little bit more here, and maybe in about 20-30 minutes start boiling some water on my camp stove and make my dehydrated supper, my beefy chili mac. Well, we're starting to lose the light here pretty quick, so I'm going to get my camp stove lit up here and get my water boiling so I can rehydrate my freeze-dried meal and fill the hole in my stomach. And then we can get back over and sit by the campfire some more. Have a cup of hot chocolate or tea or something too. So first we have to prime the stove. We have to fill the little pot there down at the bottom. A little pan with some liquid fuel. And then we have to strike that and set it on fire. There we go, got it lit. Now what that does is It primes the stove. It warms the gas in the little vaporizer thing, and before you know it here, we'll be able to get a really hot flame going on this thing. As that flame burns down, take about another 30 seconds here for this flame to burn down. Here we go. Get that nice hot blue flame going there. Get our pot on the water. Our water boiling here. This thing can boil like you can't imagine. There it is, Mountain House. Chili mac with beef. Doesn't that look appetizing? I'm going to remove the little windshield here. You can see how that thing is blowing a blue flame there. The burner actually starts to glow red hot once it gets going. Look at there, some steam coming out already. Bubbles on the bottom. We'll have boiling water here in another minute. Hell, what did I tell you? Look at that. It's only been about a minute. So that is ready. Alright, we've added our water to our chili mac. And boy, it actually looks pretty good. So we have to leave this set for like 5 minutes to rehydrate, and it should be ready to eat. Well, let's check our chili mac here. Looks like it's got a little bit to go yet. Let's seal it back up. Well, I don't know. I can't wait much longer here. I think I'm going to dig in right now and see how this chili mac turned out. Ooh, steaming hot still. Well, macaroni's a little bit al dente still. I suppose I could leave it sit here a little bit longer, but I'm hungry, and that don't bother me, so I'm going to dig in. Do not eat, it says. I was supposed to remove that. I'm going to die now. If you don't see the end of this video, it'll be because I rehydrated my Mountain House meal with a desiccant pack inside it still. Gives it a sort of a tangy, piquant flavor. Well, this is what I love about camping, and even more so in the winter time like this. I always love this time of day when the end of the day and the last light in the forest, and the day goes dark and silent, and it's always dramatic in the summer, but in the winter even more so, because there's no life here yet. Even though we're two weeks now from the first day of spring, there is no life in these woods. I heard some crows today and saw a couple squirrels. That's about it. And still waiting. The snow is still 18 inches deep around here, and still waiting for spring. But I really like this, sitting here by the fire, enjoying my dinner, and just being out in nature. Getting down to the bottom here. So, pretty healthy serving in here. It says it's 2 servings, but I think for a person who's been out, like most of these meals are used by backpackers and they've been out a day on the trail burning a lot of calories, I think this is probably just the right size serving for them to fuel up again. And I'm not going to have any trouble eating it, finishing it off either. Here's a little invention I'm trying out tonight. So far it's not working very well. This is called a campfire in a can. And it's just a rolled up wad of cardboard that's been soaked in paraffin or crayon wax. And then you light it and it's supposed to burn like a campfire any place where you can't have a real campfire. And so far it's not working too good. No, maybe I got to get a little time here to have the flame spread a little bit more. We'll see. Now here's my little campfire in a can. You can see it's burning pretty good now. Not too bad. You got to have a fire, I guess. Can't have a campfire. This is the way to go.